Bet Online is truly the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite leagues and events. Head on over to our website today or use your mobile device to join and receive your 50% welcome bonus with your first deposit. Make sure to use promo code BELIEVE. That's BLEAV, BELIEVE, to receive your rewards. BetOnline.ag, where the game starts. Now back to the porch.
You currently locked into the coldest podcast in the land. It's your boy, B. Jones, a.k.a. Bolo, and you know when I'm pulling up to the porch. I can't pull up without my dog.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Big Smitty, a.k.a. D-Nice. You heard what Bolo just said. This is the porch. Welcome. We back. Hey, man, hope you had a good 4th. Y'all barbecued. Y'all ate good. Y'all hung with family and friends. But guess what, man? We back on the porch. We doing our thing. We lit. How you doing, brother?
Blessed, highly favored. You know I can't come on the porch unless I say God is good. I'm 10 toes down, brother. How you doing?
I'm so good. It's scary, bro. I'm doing good. I got my nice little sweater kind of shirt on.
Yeah, you got the. Is it cold in LA right now?
It ain't really cold, but this motherfucker kind of thin though. Like it's warm, but
you got
thin,
like a little
dry
fit joint on. Like
you feel me?
It's kind of hot, but then potentially it could be a little chilly type shit.
Versatile, nigga. Like I'm like Lamar Odom in his prime. I can rebound, pass, shoot, defend.
That's a classic.
Whatever you need to do, man. Right after this episode, I'm taking wifey to Kings and Queens Cantina in Santa Monica, which is right by the beach. So it's a little bit more cooler by the beach, especially at night. So I want to come prepared with the long sleeve. Soon as we say the best shoe is the best shoe,
you out.
I'm out. Grabbing wifey by the ass. I'm driving. We're going straight to the beach. Margaritas, nigga.
Oh, he said margaritas, nigga. Nachos. And you got the little LA bounce to you. I see how you bouncing now. Damn.
Elbows up, nigga.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah,
well, shit, let's get to it then. Let's not keep the people waiting.
Keke Palmer. What's up with Keke Palmer, Bolo?
Hey, look, man. I don't understand Porch family. Like, obviously she did what she did. I mean, there's a lot of different things I think we need to touch into, but the first thing we're gonna touch into is the celebrities. You know what I mean? Being able to, do their act, I guess. Right, it's like an act, right? So apparently, obviously Usher, I've never been to one of the shows, but he serenades pretty much all of the celebrity women that come to the show. Or, if it's somebody like Queen Latifah or, whoever the person is, he does serenade certain situations. But I mean, I want to ask the question of, is it okay for, your significant other to be serenaded and groped or felt on, even if it is an act by a celebrity?
Man, so good ass question. But just in case the people of the Porch family did not see it, so basically, like what happened was, like you said, Keke Palmer was at an Usher concert, front row. Usher spotted her, walked up to her, like Bolo said, serenaded her, but it was a little bit more than that. Like he put his hand around her waist. She was over there laughing, damn near blushing. You know what I mean?
Whole little moment.
All the women was like, they were supporting the motion, the movement. And then her dude, though, because she's in a relationship, her baby daddy went to Twitter and did not like what he saw. And man, like the Twitter streets have been at his neck all day. On fire, pulling up old tweets and old posts that he's done.
That's when they really get ugly, y'all.
Just coming at his neck, right? And it's kind of been like a backlash between like men and women online. Like a lot of the men are actually defending him about, like as a man, as a boyfriend, a husband, you don't want to see your woman half naked or, not saying she was half naked, but she was showing a lot of skin. So certain
ass cheeks out, y'all.
Ass cheeks was out. We keeping
it. She basically had like a thong on. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Over it, then like a see-through dress. I mean,
right.
It's cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, obviously we gonna touch on that piece. Because I think that's a whole nother side.
Okay.
So we can split it in half, my bro.
Send me back up then with the question. I got an answer for you.
So put y'all in this position, right? If your favorite comedian or actress or whatever, if they make you a part of their scene, right, is it acceptable in your household?
I'm gonna say no. Damn, it's tough though, because I hate playing the fence, Bolo, but I think there's some nuance to this. Like there's some context to this, right? So for me, I'm a big believer in when you get into a relationship, you can't expect the person to just change who they are, right? So
Okay.
if you're getting in a relationship with Keke Palmer, you know she has a huge personality, very nice, you know, can come off a little flirty. She's someone who in her adult age dresses sexy, like shows skin, like that's what she's been doing. So if you're with her or you're even trying to get with her, you can't expect her to change that just because y'all together now. You know what I'm saying? So like I think so in that situation, it's like, well, okay, like, well, yeah, I kind of agree with Keke. I can't or the woman in general, because that's who they were. But the other side of me as a married man, it's like I also don't want everybody, you know, seeing my woman guy. I don't want no man, period, serenading my woman. I don't want, again, whether it's an actress, whether it's a dancer, no matter who that entertainer is, like that's my woman. So like naturally, like as a man, I would get an uncomfortable feeling. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Yeah.
If you're, you know what I mean, you serenade my woman and stuff like that. So it's kind of tough, but it just I also understand that in this industry, in the entertainment space, like you said at the beginning, Usher does this at every concert. Like whoever it is, he serenades them like it's a part of his act. He's not necessarily. I don't think he was trying to shoot a shot at Keke Palmer. Nah, like he's done. We've seen a lot of these videos. The problem is that Keke is someone who's in a relationship. I don't think she's married, but it is the father of her baby, and they seem to be pretty serious. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of toting the fence right now, Bolo, but it's just a tough situation for me.
No, I get it 100%. And I guess I got two different responses to it. The first one is, you know, it's hard to meet expectations if there isn't any expectations, right? So it kind of felt like to me that they were on two different pages. You know what I'm saying? You know, obviously she had a kid, and you see like the world is kind of on her shoulders now, like backing her. They're like, go Keke, like, you know, we seeing you bounce back, you looking good. You know what I'm saying? You showing the world you can have a baby and, you know, still, you know, be the best person that you can be, you know, individuality, all that stuff. So they pushing that, you know, that's what's being pushed. So I think what comes with that comes with, you know, her continuing to find herself and feel good and feel sexy inside. So the world is seeing that, you know, she putting that energy out there. So I think she was just in that moment, you know, on that level, riding that wave, right, that everybody kind of sees right now. But I don't think her husband might have seen her in that light, though. You know what I'm saying? He's seen her as a mom, you know what I mean? But the world is kind of seeing her as, okay, this is Keke. She bounced back. She looking good. Like she out here, that type of thing, right? Not out here in a bad way, but you know, she looking good. So I think for that piece, I think it's just more of a miscommunication thing where he probably had different expectations of, you know, what she should have done. I shouldn't have to tell you to do this, right? You know, I just think it was miscommunicated. But on the other hand, though, I think, you know, when it comes to people being a part of the act, I mean, it's Usher, right? So, I think the only times I'll probably let some shit slide, right, is if it's like Beyonce. Like if my wife be like, yeah, of course, if Beyonce had you on stage just singing to you, you know, that's Beyonce. That's cool, right? And Usher is kind of on that same level in a sense too. Like we grew up, he, you know, one of the best R&B persons, but I still think, you know, I would feel uncomfortable. I think singing is cool, but you can't be like on the ground doing all that dry humping and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Ride, you know how they, you know, remember how Janet Jackson had old boy on the little thing and she was like riding on him and doing all that stuff. Like all that is a lot. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, maybe the hugging and the fact that she had what she had on to played a part in it as well. So it made it look a little uneasy to the eyes. But I'm like, okay, it's okay if you sing, especially if this is a part of your act. Like, you know,
the singing is okay, Bolo. It has all to do with the
all the
touching. You know what I'm
actions in
saying?
that.
So
The
let me ask you this.
intimate
Let's be
side.
real then. Based upon what you just said, do celebrities have different rules than non-celebrities, than everyday folk? Is that what you basically saying? Like
1,000%, bro. I'm not about to just let no average nigga or even no fucking you know, no shade, but a nigga like Jacquees or, you know, any other small, you know, R&B person
they ain't
who
earned it yet. They ain't earned it yet.
I mean, not even that, bro. It's just like, you know,
But
Beyonce,
hold on, see,
Usher.
let me be devil's advocate though, because like to me,
Yeah,
wrong
for
is
sure.
wrong,
No, wrong is
right is
wrong.
right. It ain't no in between.
Wrong is wrong, right is right. But I just think a nigga like Usher though, like, I mean, he did it every other, you know, he did it to fucking Queen Latifah. So it's just like, okay. But, you know, from the other side of the fence though, maybe, I mean, who's to say, like, what was Keke Palmer supposed to do? Like, just kind of not like show emotions at that point. I mean,
Right.
at least try to and kind of force herself to look stupid,
Yeah.
knowing that
I
she was a part of the act, the serenading act, you know what I mean? So I
yeah.
think that's tough. But I do think if she wasn't wearing what she was wearing, though, it would have been cooler. Because like you said before, like that's her personality. Like she gonna be,
Right.
who she is, at that point. And I think that was her doing that. And just being a fan. I think if it wasn't for, what she had on, it'll be a whole different
See, I,
conversation
I
on
think
the
two
guy
things can be
side.
true because I agree with you. I think, yeah, I don't think Kiki did anything wrong. Like, let me be very clear. I don't think Kiki herself did anything wrong. But at the same time, the boyfriend can also not be the biggest fan of seeing that clip
100%.
online. Like, two
100%.
things can be true. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think either one of them are wrong, honestly, which is why
Yeah.
I've been on the fence because it's a weird situation.
Just on some, like, he has the right to own his feelings. And that and
Exactly.
that and that and that was another topic that I was gonna get into, is like
Let's go.
people hate how men, embody so many emotions, and they're scared to release and be able to expose how they really feel.
Mm.
I mean, that's his woman, and he was just being she was just being shown in front of the entire world, and Usher was serenading her, and she was literally almost collapsing at the knees. They were kind of in a moment where they were hugged up and singing and stuff like that. So I mean, any guy in a relationship will feel, a little. I don't care if you're the most securest guy in the world. I mean, you'll still, feel some type of way about that. So for him
Yep.
to own his feelings and say that to the world, and then the world just jump down his throat, just furthermore, brings us to the conclusion that it is hard for a guy to actually express himself in our world.
My man dropping gems. How you connected them dots right there, Bolo. But no, I think this is a prime example of that. It's like a great poet once said, "It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I
When
do
I
it."
do it.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like it's cool when the women want to go online and express their emotions or say, that that nigga ain't this, he ain't that, or he made me feel this type of way, whatever the case may be. It's cool when they do it and they get all the support and backing from the other women. Soon as the man steps up and express their emotions, whether you agree or disagree, that's not the point. My emotions are always valid,
A
regardless
fact.
of what the
Because
situation
they're
is.
my emotions.
Exactly. Regardless of intent, regardless of whatever, they're
A
my
fact.
emotions. Now, the issue that I have with Buddy, though, because I don't want to get too friendly, Buddy
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't have went to Twitter. That was like, stop putting your business out on. Listen, relate couples. I'm married, Bolo married. Stop putting your business online. It will never go well. All you're doing is showing fucking a weakness in the armor. You're showing a
That's
weakness
it.
in the foundation of your home. And there are people out there, men and women, who will see that, who's waiting for somebody for something to slip. They waiting for you and Kiki to start arguing, bro. They waiting for you to mess up. I guarantee Kiki got some brothers in her DMs who been sitting back waiting. As soon as they saw a weakness in the armor, bow, they slid in them DMs. Hey, what's going on, big head? You good? Everything all right? I see your dude went on Twitter, man. Man, that shit was fucked up. I
Yeah.
don't know why he on Twitter online doing that. Like, that shit fine. The same thing with you. If Kiki were to respond online, which she hasn't, and I don't think she will, the same thing will happen. So people are savages out here looking for couples to split up, to mess up. So there's no win at all, and you putting out your emotions publicly. Talk to Kiki, call her, hey babe, I see you at the concert. Woo woo. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like the way this happened. Communication is key, and when you lack communication, the relationship will fail. It's bound to fail. So I didn't like the fact you don't have to put all your business out on social media,
But
bro.
but let me tell you this though. I feel like for him too though, this is why I think it's hard for a guy, because I think people on the internet still would give him backlash for not even saying anything about it. You know what I'm saying? So for him, I bet, and this is not, I'm not putting words in his mouth, but I'm just thinking like a guy, if a situation like that happens, I'm all, we that's kind of who we are, right?
Right.
We'll get to a point where we feel like we'll have to justify, our reasoning behind situations that don't look good to our eye. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we like, I know motherfuckers is talking about this shit. Like, let me go ahead and, say this shit so they know that I know and I'm acknowledging this shit. Like, I ain't no bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She ain't just running over me. I'm gonna let her know that, hey, like, you're a mom type shit. Even though I think that was totally unnecessary, out of the way. So obviously with him talking about, your mom, he was speaking to what she had on. So that poses the next question of like, okay, does attire matter in a relationship? I know we're big on having people express themselves and be the best them, but in a relationship though, does what you wear play a part in a relationship?
Yes, it does. I'm gonna be real. Like I can go on here and be like, no, and try to, sound good for everybody online who's gonna see this clip. But if I'm being completely honest, it does matter. Like you can't dress the so I feel like I'm talking on two sides right now, but it is what it is. Like, so earlier I told you guys you can't expect the person to change. So I stand by that. Like you can't expect somebody to just, if someone wants to dress somewhat risque, they're probably going to continue to dress somewhat risque during the relationship. But I do believe you got to tone it down though, because it's different when you're single and you're in the streets and you're trying to attract attention. You're trying to attract, your man or woman, whatever side you're on. But once you're in a committed relationship, you're married, you got kids, I do think you should tone it down, or at least I'll say this: you got to have that communication with your partner, because every man is different, every woman is different. So maybe your dude likes that. Like I saw a picture too that people were using to go at Keke's dude with Russell Wilson and Sierra. And Sierra had something that was way worse than Keke in my opinion. Sierra, literally her ass was out. She had like a thong on, ass was like all the way out. And there's a picture of her like at like a red carpet type situation, and Russ is looking at her like, damn, he's like boosting her up. Cool. That's like cool. Like if you cool with that that's great. You know what I mean? But there are guys who may not be cool with that. And the outsiders are probably like, that guy he's insecure, whatever. Maybe so, or maybe they just don't want everybody seeing fucking his woman's goods. Two things can be true. So I guess in summation, I would say you just got to communicate that with your partner.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. And I'm right there with you. But ladies, I want to make sure that y'all understand this doesn't mean you have to dumb down the sexiness, right? You can still be sexy, you know what I mean? You can still look attractive and things like that. But, there's just a certain level to, how you go about doing that and attracting the eye of things that people will see. Like I want you to embrace and live your best life and wear something that complements your figure and stuff like that. But if you wearing a thong and you wearing your titties out and stuff like that, like I mean I get it, you're probably expressing yourself, but at the same time it is more of a respect thing also in a relationship. And like you said, like
at the same time, not to cut you off, but like the same token, as a man, if I'm in a relationship, I can't be out here with my balls out and I can't be out here no drawers on with some gray sweats. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not like, because I can make the same argument. Well, I'm expressing myself. Well, no, nigga, your balls are just out. You're not expressing yourself. You ain't got no drawers on. So at what point do we draw the line between expressing yourself and just like, nah, this ain't it?
That ain't, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. I mean, shit. Yeah. And like I said, I see a lot of celebrities do it, famous people do it. And, people, just your regular average Joe and them do it. It just comes down to people who, I know some people who don't give a fuck. So because which one I know is, and I think y'all probably know too, is fucking Ice-T and Coco.
Oh man, we just saw some stuff there too. Yeah,
man, Ice-T and Coco, bro. Like she fucking dresses, she's naked, like she's probably have every part of her body exposed online, bro. She has an OnlyFans account. She's married, got a kid, and Ice-T is kind of like promoting it, or he doesn't even bat an eye when he sees that stuff, or he sees men looking at her and stuff like that. Like, is that is he like not normal for that? Can you see yourself living a lifestyle like that?
I couldn't do it. Shout out to Ice-T, man. He an OG. He come from a different era. You know what I mean?
Different era.
And again, I think with him, you look like they've been there for a long ass time.
For a long time.
And I think she used to model and stuff, especially when she was younger.
Playboy and shit, yeah.
Yeah, Playboy. So that's the foundation. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like if I was in the streets and I went to a strip club and I like wifed the stripper, don't get mad that she fucking at the strip club. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, again, now the difference is if you got somebody and they wasn't like that, and then like over the years they started to change and they started to, now I think you have a better ground to stand on when you're complaining about, hey, like what you on, like, because again,
Yeah.
that wasn't a foundation. But when Ice-T and Coco situation, that's what she always been. And that's what attracted his ass. That's why he got with her. That's why he got kids, and they together, and the rest is history. So, you know, I personally, I don't think I could do it. At least that's what my mindset is as a 29-year-old. Maybe in 10 years from now, 39, whatever, wifey want to, you know, she's catching her second step, so to speak, or whatever. She's getting her real grown woman type vibes. God bless you. And she want to change her and start dressing differently. I might feel differently. I don't know. But at 29, it's like I'm with you. I'm not saying don't dress sexy, because I like that shit too. Like I want you to feel good, be confident, because that goes a long way. So I'm not saying be out here like you apostolic. I'm saying feel good, dress sexy, but understand that there is a line though. Like you don't want to go too far and show the world too much. Like save some of that for me. You know what I mean?
It's a fact. That's a fact, man. So that's, you know, at the end of the day, it's, you know, to each his own. You know, I think a lot of young brothers, you know, kind of are a little different. I thought the old school, like Ice-T surprised me, because, you know, usually old school people ain't really, you know, it's kind of like he on his pimp shit for real. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't want to say nothing, but that's kind of like, that's Ice-T. That's kind of what he
Ice-T. That's what I'm saying. So like, that's the only time it's like an outlier, because he be on his, you know, Mac Daddy shit, even though that's his wife and they got a kid and shit. So I don't know, but Porch family, we want to let y'all, we want to figure out what y'all think about that, man. Like, you know, do you guys care? You know, does it really matter in relationships? Because I think, you know, you'll be surprised what your partners say, or what the group chat's really saying though, for real.
And that man, hey, real quick, that man Ice-T be having like one line on Law and Order. It'd be powerful though.
For real.
He coming at them over like this. Hey y'all, there's a murderer right there on 7th and Fig. I'm gonna go check it out. Dun, 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 dun. Hey,
we got another one. That nigga be quick with it too.
What do you say, Bolo?
We got another one. I'm like, damn, this nigga.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna go check it out.
I saw Robbie over there at Chick-fil-A over there on 42nd and Post Road. I'm gonna go check it out. Dun, 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 dun.
Quick though. That's funny as fuck.
Ice-T got one of the craziest lines in a movie of all time. This nigga said, he said, I want to kill you so bad, my dick so hard. I ain't never heard
New Jack City.
Like that.
No, it's a silly shit. Yeah,
New Jack City. I don't know if that's gangster or do we got to pause there? I don't know which side of the fence that's on.
That's a big pause, but I felt where he was coming from.
It's kind of gangster though too. Like I want to kill you so bad, my dick so hard.
That's he fucking really wanted
to kill your ass, bro.
He wanted to kill the fuck out that nigga.
I love it, man. I love it, man. But Bolo, hold on, man. We gotta go into another topic, man. We were going back and forth on IG earlier, and you found this Kevin Samuels clip, a throwback. RP to Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Sams.
Can you please like kind of bring this topic to the porch so we can discuss this? And I know we ain't got a lady on here, but hey, it is what it is. Y'all got to listen to the men's perspectives today, and y'all ladies can comment and chime in online, but you getting a perspective from two brothers today, man. So let us know, man. Bring that topic to the porch, my guy.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, you know, Kevin Samuels was mentioning that men get told the truth all the time, right? Left and right, you know, we're held accountable, we're ridiculed. Talking about things that we need to fix and things that we need to do well. But on the other side of the spectrum, though, we can't really relay that same message, you know, to the women. They're not as receptive to it. And there's a lot of different variables that come with us just expressing our true emotion, just to let them know, you know, how we feel, or things that they may need to do a bit better. So want to kind of get into that just a little bit, because for me, it does ring true. Just a little bit. And obviously we can speak from the men's perspective a little bit more true, just because, you know, we actually see it day in and day out. So what you think about that, bro?
I definitely think it's true, man. 100%. I think, you know, as men, I think part of it is as men, we're taught to just be like, you know, the lions. We're taught to be tough, to like, you know, don't let anything phase you. Don't let anything, you know, bother you. So because of that, women can just get away with saying stuff because it's like, all right, I'm whatever. I'm gonna just get past that, whatever. But as soon as a man criticizes something a woman ain't doing, you know what I mean? Like it could be something as, hey, like you need to get to that gym. You know, you gain a little weight, or or hey, like, like whatever that case may be, whatever that thing might be. If a man does it, it's seen it's a problem. Like, why you criticizing her? Why you? And then now it's a tit for tat. Well, look at you. You need to lose some weight, or look at, like, and that's just one example. But whatever the case may be, it's like it's looked down upon for a man to give constructive criticism to a woman, but a woman can criticize the hell out of a man, and it's okay. You know what I mean? I mean, what's the famous song, TLC? I don't want no
No
scrubs.
scrubs.
I don't want no scrubs. And I think Kevin Samuels talked about that too, as one of his examples. It's like that song was to this day it's still popular. A woman is straight up just telling you what type of man that she wants and what type of man she don't want. And if you a scrub, which means you ain't got no money, or you in a position where you ain't where you want to be at yet in life, I don't want you. But if a man come out here and say, I don't want no uneducated woman. I don't want no woman that's overweight. I don't want a woman that's, whatever, who out the bang. Now I'm just the evil motherfucker. I'm in the wrong for having standards
expectations,
and expectations of my own. Like, get out of here with all that, man.
I agree 1,000%. I think that's the biggest piece that I took away is like, women can create like this criteria of what they're looking for in a man, and I think it's completely acceptable, to the world. But if a man create this standard or this checklist, then he's automatically ridiculed of, maybe the things that he doesn't have. Like how you want somebody to do this, but you can't even do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the biggest thing that you get from people. So for me, I just think it's just just being able to, take, like you mentioned, like constructive criticism, like being held accountable in certain specific scenarios and things like that. Cause I think we've grown accustomed just in our world today for men to naturally, take onus to stuff and kind of carry the load and get through things like that. And obviously I'm not speaking for all men, you know what I'm saying? Me and this brother on the line can speak well true to that. And obviously, people we've seen do it as well. So I know a lot of women speak to specific, examples of people or men who don't do it. But, obviously there are, disregarding those people, there are a lot of people who actually men that do it. So I just think for us, it's just tough because it goes back to us explaining how we feel about things. Like it just makes us kind of just take everything in and, we just got to go with the flow and go with the punches. And that stuff builds inside men as well. And every time we want to express it or talk through it, then it becomes an attack. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to seem like we're abrasive, or, attacking you guys with issues that we just need to get off our chest. It's not a you thing, right? But me just explaining how I feel and things like that. I'm going there tonight, y'all. I just, what I'm saying? That's just how it be, man. Like it's just real shit. So that's why, you get a lot of people who aren't really emotionally attached, when it comes to, being able to verbally communicate.
Yeah. And then when we finally do like let our mind go, we doing it probably in a way that we shouldn't be doing. We yelling, because it's been a build up. You've been holding your tongue for 3 months. And she then finally said something. You like, you know what? As a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? And you ready to go off. And now what the problem is, now you got to apologize. And it's crazy because men always got to be the ones who apologize first. I don't care what nobody say. Men always got to be even when a man is in the right, a man is giving you constructive all criticism ain't bad. It's criticism. I'm not talking bad about you. It's just like sports. It's like a coach said, hey, Darnell, your first step could be a little shorter. It's elongated. I could be like, oh my gosh, coach, you're always picking on me. Why my step? What about his step? You didn't coach him up that way. I'm trying to make you better. So if I'm talking to my woman about something, I'm doing it to make our relationship better or the situation better. But they don't want to hear that. They just hear the fact that they're getting criticized, and now they want to be in their feelings. And now the only way to supplement their feelings is for you to swallow your pride, step up to the plate, and say, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it that way. I could have softened it up, or I just shouldn't have said that to you at all. You're perfectly fine the way you are. And then things continue to go the same way, and you still, as a man, got an issue with whatever that thing is, right? And it never gets corrected because you can't communicate freely. And I mean, it's crazy, Bolo, man. We going there today, bro. On the porch, man.
We go through it, and a lot of people go through it. You know what I'm saying? So You know, and let me just set the record straight. I always got to be very transparent when we say we're not talking about every single relationship or every single woman out there, right?
Right.
You know, I always got to go back and throw that little footnote at the bottom. Like, we're not talking about everybody, because we know there's some women that are tapped into that side who are open to understanding things that they need to do to get better in relationships. But there's not a lot out there, though. I'm gonna just say that. And that leaves a lot of brothers out there just, you know, going to sleep with, you know, all of those, you know, emotions and stuff like that, you know, on the brain and in the chest. So let them let it out, y'all. Let them let it out.
That's real, my brother.
Make things better.
Nah, that's definitely real. I just think, man, it goes back to just the whole double standard thing. You know, like with everything, when it comes to men and women, it's a double standard. Like when it comes to emotions, I think there's a double standard. When it comes to, you know, how many bodies you got from a sexual standpoint, it's a double standard. When it comes to cheating, it's a double standard. When it comes to responsibilities at home, it's a double standard. When it comes to finances, it's a double standard.
Facts.
And I think in each category, one side gets favored over the other. When it comes to emotions, I think women definitely are favored. They're able to be as emotional as they want to be, and it's not looked down upon. It's actually like boosted up for them to be, you know, emotional and to express their emotions. And a lot of them they receive love. Where a man put his emotions out there, he's receiving, you know, you soft, you know, man up, toughen up, whatever, you know. But then you go in another category when it comes to like the whole, you know, the bodies, right? How many bodies you got, sexual partners. If a woman got, you know, more than a handful, now online she's getting criticized, being called a hoe and calling her easy, all type of stuff. But a man go have, you know, 15, 20, whatever bodies, and it's like he get a pat on the back. So again, I just think this goes back to just double standards, and we got to understand that in our world, our society, for many reasons, in one way or another, there are double standards. And you know, I mean, you can have a conversation of if it's fair or not, but life ain't fair. And I just think that's just what it is. So,
yeah. Yep. Your ability in this life to just accept what you can accept and work for what you will continue to want will just be the difference maker. Like everything that I say now, man, it's called spilt milk. You know what I'm saying? Like the how the world is, you know, your moral compass and stuff like that. Like, you know what you are, what you're capable of, you know, what you control in your household. But the world has a whole different picture of what things look like. And if you are so busy trying to somehow line up a magnet of your moral compass with the way the world is shaped, you're gonna have a long road ahead of you, man. So just continue to be the best you. It's always gonna be the best you, man. That's it.
That's all you can do, my brother. Now listen, I want to go back a little bit towards, you know, the Keke Palmer topic to an extent, because like you said something that's just been on my mind since you said it. And I alluded to it for a little while, but the whole thing of like, you know, if it's Usher, okay, I ain't really tripping if he do that because it's Usher. Or, you know, you flip it. If it's Beyonce, my girl probably wouldn't trip because it's Beyonce. Again, we're talking about double standard. You admitted that there is clearly a double standard when it comes to like famous people and artists. But like, what's the line though, right? Like, I think you being Beyonce can only go so far. You being Usher can only go so far,
bro. That's the line. That's the line I draw it at, bro. Like, the top of the top echelon. And I really, in all honesty, on some real nigga shit, I probably wouldn't even accept that. Like, I'll still be salty, but I'll be like, all right, like that's cool. But like a nigga like Plies or something, or you know what I'm saying? Like just a random ass, you know, nigga, like, you know.
So like, listen, so like, I say Usher walked up to your girl, did the exact same thing, did the Keke Palmer, and before he walked back, he like gave her like a kiss on the cheek.
No, we're not doing all that. Did they kiss on the cheek?
Huh?
Did they kiss on the cheek?
Nah, they did. I'm just trying to ask him. I'm trying to ask some fucking flame to it.
I think anything for me, bro, I'd be salty though. But like, I just got to understand too, though. Like, you know, it's Usher, and
we ain't leaving, like, you know. But like, you know, the difference.
This is part of his act. Like, but like I said again, I'm on the other side of the fence because I necessarily don't want my lady being a part of the act. You know what I'm saying? But then again,
but she in a tough position too, though. As much as it is, like, you know, she can't just push Usher and like,
you know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying, bro. Like, she had to kind of eat that shit up. Like, she couldn't, like, why he talking about there goes my back. She can't just be like straight face, like, all right, nigga, come on, whatever.
Right.
You know, she kind of got to play, and she, like you said, she actor, like she do that shit. So she kind of fell right into it, and you know, jumped on the mic and everything. And You know, and I think it's Usher. Like when we think about Keke Palmer, we think about Keela and the B and how young she was. Like she was probably was an Usher fan at that point. You know
Exactly.
what I'm
Had his
saying? So
picture
she
on
grew
her
up, you
wall.
know, loving Usher. So I think it's okay for her to be a fan, you know, but I just think it just played a bigger part in her attire. You know, why people are kind of like throwing this conversation a little overboard. But
So let me ask you this. So like if a dude's in a relationship and like he had a Chloe Bailey concert or whatever, and Chloe, you know, brings him to stage and she does like and she give him like a lap dance. It's a part of her routine. It's a part of her routine.
hey,
Like what's supposed? I mean, what like should the woman leave the dude? Should she
I mean, I
understand?
don't think it's cause for leaving, but it's just like, you know, what he supposed to do? What if he just randomly got picked? You know, he gonna
Right.
look like the dick if he move off. But it brings up another point though. I don't know if you remember, bro, but remember the BET Awards, bro, when Beyonce and it was giving them lap dances and stuff to
Yeah, it
Magic
was
Johnson
Terrence
and them,
Howard and all them, I
Terrence Howard
think.
and them, bro. They had got a lot of pushback for doing that.
Really? I
Yeah,
didn't
bro.
remember that. Yeah.
Initially they had got pushback, but I mean, again, it's you know, it's Destiny's Child. People kind of put them on that pedestal, like, okay, that's okay, because you gotta
Right.
remember, like Magic Johnson, he married. You know what I'm saying? So you know, situations like that where they was rubbing his bald head and you know doing all that stuff. Like, I mean, it was definitely a moment, probably a moment more than the Keke Palmer Usher moment too. So you know, I just think, like you said, it goes back to a double standard because you know, with the man getting kind of grinded on, you know, women would kind of, you know, was like, they wasn't as accepting of it, you know, as they were, you
Damn,
know, a
this shit
couple
crazy.
years ago.
So really what we saying though, we basically saying wrong ain't necessarily wrong and right ain't necessarily right. It depends. It's nuance, it's context. Because if Shorty from the hood went and gave the boyfriend a lap dance, that shit probably would hit
What's the
harder
point of that? Yeah, 1000%.
than if Beyonce did it.
It's Beyonce. You know
That's
what I'm
fun.
saying?
So
But
Beyonce get a back. So Beyonce, Rihanna, if you a big name, you can do whatever fuck you want to do.
you
You
said,
can kiss buddy,
the
dance on
phrase,
way, whatever.
bro. You said the phrase of the night, bro, and I'm probably gonna have to get this put somewhere in my. I'm gonna just teach my kids this.
What I say?
The way of the world, bro, is sometimes we got to understand that sometimes yes is not yes and no is not no. Or right is not right, and sometimes wrong is not wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's a gray area in a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of gray area in a lot of things, bro. So at the end of the day, bro, you just got to understand that balance, bro. And like you said, you just got to communicate. Because I bet in a million years, Buddy probably didn't think that, okay, my lady was gonna go down to the Usher concert, put what she was gonna put on, and then get serenaded by this nigga Usher, and it just blow up all over the internet. Like last week, he probably was not thinking that was gonna happen. So I think as a man, naturally, to close that out, it's okay for him to own his feelings and be mad about that situation. Now, I think for the world though, he should have left the mom out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Got you.
people felt
Okay.
automatically attacked because they was like, okay, like she looks sexy. Why aren't you trying to associate that with the mom? And like why she has to dress a
Oh,
certain
I see
way
what you're
because she
saying.
is a
Like
mom.
he
You know
was
what I'm
like, "You a
saying?
mother? Why you doing
Yeah,
this?"
you know what I'm saying? Like
I see
moms
what you're saying.
can't be in a bag like that too. So I think a lot of women did feel personally attacked by that too, which made them go off. So I think everything goes back to like the wording and how you say
Can
shit
we
and
dive
stuff.
into that real quick? Because you
Yeah,
are
for
a parent.
sure.
You are a parent. I'm not a parent
Yeah.
yet, and I do think that is like
You
that's a
just
good topic to have. Like even as a father, it's not about mother or father. It's like what as a parent.
yeah.
Is there
You just
like, do you feel like you got to dress and do stuff differently than you
I
did
don't think
before?
I don't think so, but I think the perception of the world though always comes of like once you have a kid, you automatically take a step back in everything else in life. You know what I'm saying? That's how the world views everybody. So I think too, like a big reason why the world is pushing Keke a little bit as well, because they understand she just had a baby, you know, postpartum is a motherfucker. And people just kind of lose themselves sometimes after they have kids. So to see her,
Right.
you know, in that light, looking good, shining, glowing and stuff, like I think that was a big moment for her. And then I think Buddy kind of like, your mom, let's reel it back in. People like, no, nigga, like let her have her moment. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, you just a jealous ass nigga. Like, you know, that's kind of how the world kind of looked at it. And they're like, okay, and with the mom thing, like, just because she a mom don't mean she can't be out here, you know, looking good and sexy and shit. Like, don't just say like, you know, just because you're a mom, you got to be put in this, you know, confined box. So
Right.
I
That's
feel like that's what
interesting,
people
man.
took it. But
Cause I seen they go too far. Well, too far in my opinion. Like for example, I know like Amber Rose have been very just open in terms of like she walks around the house like butt ass naked in front of her son. Like been doing it for years. And got pictures of naked women on the wall because she said the body's natural, and I want my son to be comfortable around that and understand that yeah, a woman has a vagina and it has breasts and they look different than you. And I want him to, but like, and I don't. And again, it's not like he's not a baby no more. He's old enough to like this is my like, you know what I mean? Like he know what he's looking at. So
like,
I don't know. Again, I'm not a parent
puberty,
yet. So
when he start hitting puberty and shit, like that shit is gonna be just wild. Like, you know, I'm just in to close out. I know this is taking another going to take another turn, but also seen on social media most recently as well. I don't know why they keep showing this person specifically, but Blueface was most recently caught up on social media because he was mad at his son for not watching women in his living room shake their ass. The boy was seen going into the pantry just trying to get something to eat because he said he was hungry. And Blueface proceeded to say, like, you rather eat than come out here and, you know, look at some ass. Is you gay? And the boy has to be 5 or 6 years old, man. So very disgusting, very displeasing for that. But I'm like, you can't expose kids to, I know everything is natural and, you know, it's okay to, you know, let your child understand, but you know,
certain things is
it's
for
just,
kids,
yeah, you're a
for
kid,
adults,
man. Like the kid is a kid. Like, you know, allow him to grow and naturally ask those questions and come to that point. Like you forcing ass in his face at 5 or 6 years old, man, is just utterly just disgusting, man, and disappointing for real. Because you know the first thing that the internet's saying, like, it's a black father, like he da 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 da. I don't know why black men, you know what I'm saying? So I just hate when black fathers don't show up like they supposed to in that form.
You got kids raising kids, man, and he a grown man in age, but kid in the mentality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just doing stuff for social media purposes, and that shit ain't cool, bro. That's your kid. Like,
That's your
you know what I
kid,
mean?
bro.
Kid don't need to be seeing that type of shit. He got his whole life when he become a young man to do all that. But like at 5 years old, give him a coloring book and turn on the cartoon. Like what we doing?
You know what I'm saying? Let him do his thing, man. Shit is gonna come. World is very natural. Like things happen so naturally. So
yeah.
Cool, bro. Hey, so before we close out, I'll surprise you with this one, bro. I got 2 quick hitters for you, bro. And I want to pick your brain. This is for you. And I want to figure out what's on your brain right now. All right, bro. We got keep 2, kill 2.
Oh,
keep
damn.
2, kill 2. All right. I got two of them for you. So the first one is keep 2, kill 2. Friday, Bad Boys, House Party, Rush Hour. Keep 2, kill 2.
Ooh, keep 2, kill 2.
Yep.
Say the movies again.
Friday, Bad Boys, House Party, Rush Hour.
I got shit. You kind of put it in the right order. I got to keep Friday. I got to keep Bad Boys. So I got to kill House Party and kill
Rush Hour.
Damn, hold on.
And remember, we talking about all the sequels. Everything is like sequel.
Oh, so it's not just the first one.
It's
like
the whole series. Yep.
Ooh,
so all the House Parties, all the Rush Hours, all the Bad Boys, all the Fridays.
All right, I'm gonna keep Rush Hour.
Ooh.
I'm gonna keep Friday. I'm gonna kill Bad Boy. I'm gonna kill House Party. House Party easy. I'm killing that.
So you killing Bad Boys and House Party.
Yeah. You know why? Because the last Bad Boy, if we being real as a black community, it was trash.
It was very trash.
We don't want to say it.
They should have just kept 2 and left it at 2. 2 is probably my favorite one.
I mean, if you're doing one more, hopefully they bounce back a little bit on this last one. I feel like Martin one, it wasn't as funny. He was real mature.
Yeah.
Martin real mature now, which in the real world is great. Like I love it. But in movies, like that shit ain't funny though.
That's a fact.
It ain't that funny, you know what I mean? Will getting older, he's still trying to be like little sexy Will and run around. Nigga, you old now. I shit on
nigga. You can't be doing that shit no more.
Yeah, you know.
I think they're working on the 4th one too. I think.
No, yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. They're doing one last one. They're doing and I think the wife, I can't remember her name, that plays Martin's wife is getting like replaced by somebody else. Look totally different. I can't remember what the situation was. The contract, whatever, bro. But yeah, bro, I gotta keep Friday because every Friday was good, and I gotta keep Rush Hour because even the last Rush Hour, which was probably the weakest one, was still good though.
It was.
You know what I mean? So
it was.
Yeah,
love it, bro. Keep 2, kill 2. Porch family, we want to know what you think. All right, the next one. All right, keep 2, kill 2. Pizza, tacos, burgers, chicken.
Keep chicken, keep tacos, kill burgers, kill pizza. Stop playing with me, bro. That's easy money, bro. You know I get down with tacos and chicken, bro. Chicken wings, barbecue wings, buffalo, mango habanero, pizza. I eat pizza. I eat pizza like 4 times a year, once every quarter. You know what I'm saying?
That's
real.
And
then burger. Now I have been in the mood for a burger, but I don't eat burgers a lot. I eat chicken a lot. grilled chicken, baked
Any
chicken,
type of chicken.
salad, chicken wings, fried chicken, grilled chicken, Jamaican jerk chicken. God bless you, chicken.
Thank you.
I'm talking about like
God
all the
bless you,
different
chicken.
types of chicken. You know what I mean? And then tacos, bro. Come on, bro. When I die,
Tacos are probably
my spirit might turn into a taco. I might turn into a taco. Go to heaven like shit like this.
Like a fucking burrito. Look at that.
I had a bean burrito yesterday. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
You lying.
Bean burrito yesterday, nigga. I ain't never lied. Bean, nigga, pico, nigga. Lettuce, guac, jalapeno. That's the thing about tacos and Mexican food. You don't need no meat. Pause. Like you can really eat. It's a combination of so many flavors. It don't even matter though. At dinner ain't a pause. I say you don't need it. But dinner ain't a pause. Oh, shit.
But like you should never need no meat for you to say you don't need meat.
But in some meals you need meat though. Pause.
Big pause.
Hey, y'all, real quick, make sure, listen, we got another social media page. I know y'all tapped in right now. Instagram, Mark Zuckerberg, who owns Facebook, which owns, it's called Meta now, which owns Instagram and owns WhatsApp, just threw out a competitor for Twitter. I know Elon Musk and Zuckerberg, they be beefing. They've been talking trash about possibly setting up a fight between the two. Well, Zuckerberg is fighting with money and fighting with his pockets because Threads is the brand new app, just dropped. It's Instagram's version of Twitter. It's a chance to go out there, communicate, have conversations about various topics. I'm on the platform early. Right now, no one really knows the answers in terms of like what works, what doesn't work. Everybody just trying to learn and try to be the first one to blow up and make some noise. So make sure y'all go in there, follow the Porch Podcast _. It's the same name on our Instagram. If you already follow us on Instagram, you can just click on our page, and in our bio, you'll see a 6-digit number. You click on that, it'll take you straight to Threads. And yeah, it's a new app. Everybody's popping on there. It's fun. So make sure y'all follow us on all the things, man. I'm talking about Threads, Instagram, TikTok, motherfucking Facebook, YouTube, caffeine. We everywhere, man. We the Porch, man. Ain't no excuse, man.
Ain't no excuses, man. And hey, man, God is good. God is always good, man. So wherever you're doing, however you're doing it, man, just make sure you tell somebody that you love them, and make sure you tell somebody to tune into the Porch Podcast. And like we always finish the show, just make sure that the best you
is the best you, and we out. Peace.
Started on the porch, that was where it all began. Had to put in work, every day we got it in. We chased all our dreams and now they can't believe it. We make it look easy, we achieving everything we needed. Now we undefeated. If we link, no, it's only business. If we get to speak and leave them speechless. I did things for free, but now it costs to see me. When you see me, you ain't gotta greet me. Just don't plot to sneak me. I'ma see it, I'ma stop and watch you lose and get defeated. What do we bleed? Came from the jungle, we humble but hungry and hunting to feed. People don't want us to leave. They love us and rush to the bus when we run in the streets, thinking we stunning the sea. We came from nothing to something, now up in the lead. Now we ain't coming in peace, hunting for blood and to crush everyone in the league. We got a reason, we put in work every day of the week, every month, every season. So many schemes, had to go hard for the team. We gave our all and succeeded, came from the deep end. Warming up pots, cooking ramen at times, that was all we was eating. Now we be feasting, 5-star restaurants every week. Whole team dripped in cloth and it's seamless. They looking hard when we step on the scene. Call us outcasts, we so fresh and so clean. Ain't about cash, please don't ask for a meeting. Just hit the stoop out the spaz on the beat. Nah, it ain't rude if you ask for the feet. Just play it cool when I tax you the fee. We need a pool in the back with a cord and a board that gon' jump off and splash for the heat. Live for the day, cause the past can determine the future or where you gon' actually be. Keep staying present, our presence a blessing. It's all that we have and we actually need. I'm taking action with passion, detaching the ones who keep acting attached to leech. I am no pastor but actually preaching. Look up these lyrics and actually read. That was where it all began. Had to put in work, every day we got it in. We chased all our dreams and now they can't believe it. We make it look easy, we achieving everything we needed. Now we undefeated. If we link, no, it's only business. If we get to speak and leave them speechless. I did things for free, but now it costs to see me. When you see me, you ain't gotta greet me. Just don't plot to sneak me. I'ma see it, I'ma stop and watch you lose and get defeated.
Presented by Bet Online.